In Animal Farm, George Orwell delivers a masterful allegory of power, corruption, and betrayal set against the backdrop of a simple farm. Through the story of animals who overthrow their human owner to establish a self-governing society, Orwell examines the dynamics of political movements and the cyclical nature of oppression. Initially driven by ideals of equality and freedom, the animals' revolution descends into tyranny as the pigs, led by Napoleon, consolidate power for their own benefit. The novel critiques the fragility of utopian visions when corrupted by greed, propaganda, and authoritarianism. The essence, 80-20. The dangers of power and corruption. Orwell shows how power can corrupt even the most well-intentioned leaders. The pigs begin with promises of equality and justice, but quickly become indistinguishable from the oppressive humans they overthrew. This highlights how unchecked power inevitably leads to exploitation, propaganda, and control of information. Squealer, the pig's spokesperson, represents the role of propaganda in manipulating the masses. Orwell illustrates how language and misinformation can be weaponized to rewrite history, justify tyranny, and suppress dissent, ensuring the rulers maintain control. The betrayal of revolutionary ideals. Initially inspired by the dream of Old Major, the animals hope for a society of equality and shared prosperity. However, the gradual erosion of these ideals by the pigs mirrors historical revolutions where leaders betray the values they claim to uphold. The passive complicity of the masses. The animals, especially Boxer the horse, represent the working class who, despite their strength and loyalty, fail to recognize their exploitation. Their passivity and blind trust in leadership allow the pigs to tighten their grip on power, emphasizing the importance of critical thinking and resistance. The action plan. Recognize the signs of corruption. Study how power dynamics operate in groups and organizations. Pay attention to instances where authority becomes self-serving, and advocate for transparency and accountability in leadership. Question propaganda and misinformation. Cultivate media literacy skills to critically assess information and identify bias. Encourage open dialogue and fact-checking to counter manipulation by those in power. Stay true to core values. Reflect on personal and collective principles, ensuring that actions align with ideals. Hold leaders accountable to the values they promote and resist attempts to erode those principles. Empower collective action. Avoid the pitfalls of passivity by fostering community awareness and involvement. Strengthen the ability to organize and push back against injustice, emphasizing solidarity and shared responsibility. Blind spot. A common misinterpretation of Animal Farm is that it solely critiques communism. While Orwell draws heavily from the failures of the Russian Revolution, the allegory applies universally to the corrupting influence of power and the vulnerability of any political system to tyranny. Readers should approach the book as a cautionary tale about power structures rather than a specific critique of one ideology. Connected knowledge. To expand your understanding of Orwell's themes, consider reading 1984 by George Orwell, which explores similar themes of authoritarianism, propaganda, and individual resistance in a dystopian context. Additionally, The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli provides insights into the mechanics of power and governance, complementing Orwell's exploration of leadership and control.